Ladies and gentlemen, this is Scott Pollack, Chief Editor of the Critical Post Chicago, reporting. Welcome to another edition of the Critical Post Chicago Report. Thanks again for tuning us in, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, go to the head page of the Critical Post Chicago and click on one of the ads that you see there. Visit an advertiser, and Google will continue to pay us as they have done in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, this particular Critical Post Chicago report is to recap a little bit about what we've watched since our last report on the air, which was about Pizzagate and Julian Assange missing, as well as the special demoralization in our times. It's been a month since I've been on the air because there's really been nothing that important going on other than the political hand-wringing that is continuing in the civil war of words between the quote-unquote left and the quote-unquote right in this country. The church of the media has everybody worshiping the government. Apparently, the new reality TV stars are the people on television that are acting as your news anchors, whether it be on any of the major broadcast networks like ABC, CBS, or NBC, which have lost a great deal of credibility over these past few months, or CNN, MSLSD, Fox News, and now on the internet, they're being Russia Today, RT News, which is the same thing as the State Department propaganda arm, Radio Free Europe, only for Russia, or the Voice of America, only for Russia, right here in our midst, trying to paint Putin as a good guy, or whatever. And then the whole narrative about fake news. What else is new? Alex Jones, I've come to the conclusion at this point that basically Alex Jones and his ilk are televangelists for their own point of view. He's a televangelist selling vitamins. And now Mark Levin's got his own channel that he charges, about $100 a year for, and everybody is going to the internet. Because television news has lost all credibility. But it's also a report to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that what we're doing is we have started at the Critical Post Chicago our own yellow sheet, and I want to show that to you right now so that you can check in to see what we're tracking. All of this stuff comes in from our Twitter feed. We monitor over 200 news agencies across the world, plus carry the major news agencies, as you can see here on the I guess it would be the right side of your screen. As I'm looking at it, it is my right side. The AP Newswire, Zero Hedge Market News, Reuters UK Banking, the ICIJ, Agency France Press, the Forex market news, PR Newswire, mergers and acquisitions, breaking mergers and acquisitions, our archives, CNS Newswire, breaking financial market news in the Washington Times, and we'll be adding more RSS feeds as we go along. But I'm here to market our new page here that you can see. We carry a political cartoon at the top. We've got a rebuttal underneath that of Times Person of the Year, written by Brian Sidler. And then we have something that we call Today's Yellow Sheet, all the fake news fit to print. Today's major headlines on our site is the Dow 20,000 watch. The census in Illinois shows that Illinois has lost the most population in the last year over all the other states. Mexico City explodes, 36 dead, 72 injured. A live update from Berlin tracking the investigation of the jihadist truck murderer over the last couple of days. Fake news, CBS Twitter broadcasting sympathy piece for a Muslim rapper by the name of Adam Saleh, I believe is his name. Global cooling, train plows through snowstorm in Saudi Arabia, first snowstorm in Saudi Arabia in 37 years. They're offering a 100,000 euro reward for the Berlin attack suspect Anis Amri, who they believe is a Somalian or a Tunisian refugee operating 6 different fake IDs across Europe. So much for the European Union. On all the rest, the left's attack on General Michael Flynn starts anew. A video of a Syrian jihadi family convincing his daughters to perform a suicide mission. German police were tracking Tunisian truck murderer for months but lost him. The UN threat to American freedoms still persists. Dying Marine gives salute to Donald J. Trump on his deathbed. Exiting home sales surge to existing home sales surge to pre-2000 levels. A new Russian weapons race to control the Arctic. Senator Chuck Schumer fires all his staffers after the November election rout. Apparently, Senator Schumer wants to be the Grinch who stole Christmas for those people. Man steals $1.6 million in scrap gold off a truck. There's a manhunt going on in New York City. Rogue One is box office boffo for Disney despite ESPN drop-off. Google's tax dodge payday. Alec Baldwin gets $1,400 a gig for bashing Trump on SNL. Man gets shamed in Brit court for feeding hamster pot and LSD. Video of an underwater robot getting images underneath the ice of the Antarctic. House Senator Mike Lee forced McConnell's hand to repeal Obamacare, and Tupac Shakur is going to get a posthumous Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nod this year in the inductee awards ceremony. So that's what we're tracking. We track over 200 Twitter feeds from 200 newspapers across the world, and that's what we picked out today. The yellow sheet will get updated every day or a couple of days, depending on what we think is relevant. But as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the left is continuing to double down on its narratives, the whole Russian hacker thing, the whole fake news thing, as if they haven't been giving us fake news for years. Of course, the right is not completely innocent of that either. And then we have this new label called the alt-right. It's all a bunch of garbage, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm telling you, turn it off. But at least, if red meat is what you're looking for and you want our version of the Drudge Report, which is a basically a little bit less pop culture and a little bit more relevant information than Matt Drudge would carry on his feed, then you can come to the head page of the Critical Post and see what we're tracking, plus all the RSS feeds. We don't know of anybody who has anything like it in news today. Nobody's head page carries what we carry. Nobody. Everybody's carrying their own spin. That's what they're carrying. We also have a new White Hats report. White Hats report number 58 is on the head page of the Critical Post, and we hope that you enjoy that report from Paladin. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a couple of more things that I may want to make comment with. That will be in upcoming Goldwater reports, plus our ongoing research into what is your legal reality. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have a Merry Christmas. Everybody here, which is a small cadre of people, are all wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if we don't make it on the air before then, please stay safe out there. Again, this is Scott Pollock, Chief Editor of the Critical Post Chicago, reporting. Thanks again for watching another Critical Post Chicago report. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. That is all.